Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius September 28, 2022. Today's energies are suitable for tying up loose ends, reflecting on recent events, and letting go of things that have run their course. The moon is in its balsamic phase, with a new moon just ahead of us. It's not the best time for beginning a whole new project since a shift is in progress. Today is strong for sorting out your thoughts and observing what's going on around you. Still, if you can find a way to get away from it all, even if it's about exploring an interest or enjoying a book or movie, it's a good idea to do so. Prepare for changes of interest, focus, and direction, which are sure to come over the next few days. Communications happening now can serve to help you center and pace yourself. Even though you may not be at your peak, energetically speaking, pleasant conversations can figure strongly. Another person's perspective, even if it diverges from yours significantly, tends to enhance your own today. You might repair a relationship by talking things through or working with someone to solve a problem. The last few days have left you with food for thought. Luckily, there is a brief break as there are no major transits today. It is fortunate since the moon is in your opposite sign, Libra. The lunar energy is perfect for taking a moment to consider whether you are engaging in reciprocal arrangements at work. Reciprocity could refer to balanced partnerships, financially equitable contracts, and even being an active listener. You may want to think about the pros and cons of each of your professional commitments to ensure that all aspects of work are balanced. The moon not only returns to your financial sector today but to begin the lead up to a new moon that will give money matters the green light. This comes just as there is tension building between the Sun on the financial and Uranus on the income front, something that is energizing both sides of the financial fence while creating the potential for eureka moments. With the influence from today's planetary alignment, things could get a little hard to manage. Whether positive or negative, there is a lot of energy in your midst right now and you need to stay active to keep things manageable. Any time you can walk instead of ride in a car or bus, do it. When making choices about what you eat, always choose for the benefit of your body. Your taste buds won't mind. Eat light, nutritious foods, whether it is the moon's final hours in your relationship sector or its early hours in your financial sector. Both are a lot more significant than the shift from one to the other that takes place every 4 weeks. An alignment with Mercury, just 2 days before the planet of communication is due to end all planetary activity on the communication front, is the boost that can get the communication lines open. In the meantime, the moon returns to begin the lead up to a new moon that can give money matters the green light. Before leaving your relationship sector today, the moon will clash with the dwarf planet Eris in Aries, something that it does every 4 weeks and can expose any balance issues between your personal and relationship needs. The difference this time is that with Mercury, the planet of communication, in his final days in your relationship sector, this could be the push needed to get the communication lines open. Luna continues to glimmer through your harmony-seeking 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others, but it will join forces with savvy Mercury in the process. Are you ready to open up to your special someone? Single or already attached, the moon's trine to coquettish Venus via your expansive 9th house of adventure, belief systems, and unknown territory could, in turn, present you with an opportunity to take a leap of faith in your love life. This is especially true for those of you crushing on someone at a distance from you. However, Luna's square to Pluto could trigger a series of emotional highs and lows. Stay grounded. Pacing yourself is the name of the game. Whether you have just started an exercise regimen or been at it for a while, pay attention to your pace. If you are beginning a new health practice, make it relatively easy to manage, so you can keep on doing it. Don't press yourself too hard in the beginning. Remember, you are building a habit. Likewise, when you have been doing something for a while, it's important to press yourself gradually further into it, increasing the pace, so that you stay interested. Our eyes in the sky. O'Day brings the moon in Libra, creating a grand air trine with Venus and Saturn. This is a beautiful energy to lift your spirits. You might be able to step back from your problems and see them from a more analytical perspective. There's a strong feeling of harmony, with the Sun and Moon in Libra bringing many gifts of happiness and community. You might even be able to express some of the things you've been holding back over the last few days. As Venus in Gemini gently connects with Saturn in Aquarius, there is a refreshing ease of mind. You're able to work around your problems and see the more evolved side of the lesson. Remember that there is some kind of duality in everything. Whether you're taking the good with the bad or understanding the lessons of the shadow side, you have much to appreciate right now. You might even strengthen your connection to a wider group of like-minded individuals who also see the world from a more spiritual perspective, so be open to the people you meet online or off. Secret admirers can come out of the woodworks with little or no warning during transits like these. This week brings you a sigh of relief. You'll find out that change is possible. If you've been lax about stabilizing your career and looking toward advancement, it's time to make a shift. If your career doesn't want to cooperate, you need to map out the steps for change. Money follows when you get in touch with your emotions. Whatever makes you happy will give meaning to your working life. Before noon, retrograde Mercury aligns with Venus in Virgo, helping us to communicate our feelings and desires. However, because Mercury is retrograde, we may also be re-evaluating our affections and determining where others fit into our lives. Planets in Virgo crave structure, and under this influence, we may assess whether romance has become ritualistic instead of helping us to grow. Fortunately, we can discuss sensitive issues with our partners now without hurting their feelings, but we may still come off as more critical than we intend. Maintaining a little bit of self-awareness should help to mitigate this problem. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries. Before noon, retrograde Mercury aligns with Venus in Virgo, helping us to communicate our feelings and desires. However, because Mercury is retrograde, we may also be re-evaluating our affections and determining where others fit into our lives. Planets in Virgo crave structure, and under this influence, we may assess whether romance has become ritualistic instead of helping us to grow. Fortunately, we can discuss sensitive issues with our partners now without hurting their feelings, but we may still come off as more critical than we intend. Maintaining a little bit of self-awareness should help to mitigate this problem.